Hello and welcome everyone to video number 9, and this is, as I said, video number 9 out of my 100-day video challenge. And today's topic is on about, learning versus earning. And what I mean by that is typically when you obviously start a new business, whether it's online, offline, there's a certain degree of, a learning curve that you have to go through. Obviously, if there's new skills that you need to learn, obviously a new marketplace, there's a lot of different things that you obviously need to know to make sure that your business runs successful. But in the same time that you're learning, you obviously want to be, earning and making some money as well, so that obviously you can, live and survive and obviously keep your business afloat and keep it running. So how do you balance the two? And obviously what are, the consequences of, maybe leaning towards one more so than the other? And there's definitely sort of consequences for both. So in my, starting out in an online career, I was very heavily focused on obviously the learning aspect. I knew that there was a big learning curve for me to get over, so I dived into every sort of bit of training that I could, which was great. Obviously I did learn a lot, but in the same time, what I didn't do was apply, a lot of what I learned to actually into my business, actually taking action on what I learned to therefore increase, my earning potential. So let me just draw you a little bit of a diagram just to show you, the consequences and what I mean exactly by that. So as you can see on the board here, as I say, you've got learning versus earning. So you've got your learn, so graph down the side, and then you've got your earn down the bottom. And as I said, typically what happens is one or two things normally happens when you come into a brand new business that either, as I say, you don't really have much experience in, or it's something completely new to you. One or two things happens. The first thing is maybe you've already got some skill sets. Maybe you're coming from a job or a marketplace where you can apply a lot of what you've already learned to, this new business venture that you're starting. So one possibility is that as you start, you can quickly just go straight up here to a big earning potential because you've already got the skill set. So therefore you kind of already know how to go, all right, and how to do things. So your earning potential can go, pretty much straight up. The other thing that can happen on the other side of that spectrum is the learning side of things. So again, you don't know much about this industry, you've got to learn things about the marketplace, maybe the systems, different operational things that you need to learn. So you spend a lot of your time obviously focusing on the learning side of things. So what obviously can tend to happen is you just learn, okay? You don't actually apply anything to your business, and therefore your earning potential, doesn't really sort of come into it. So you've got to try and balance the two out. And the best thing about, an online business is it's great for that. It allows you to earn while you learn, okay? And the reason why this is, so good for doing it is that, every little learning step that you take, it is obviously an experience and it's part of your journey, but you also get to quickly figure out what works and what doesn't work. Whereas sometimes in more traditional business and stuff, it might take you a lot longer to really kind of, split test methods and really sort of get through, that learning curve that you need to do. And obviously typically with a job, they kind of pay you to learn. Sometimes they'll go and send you through to, training courses, or, you start out in a probation period, so therefore, they're expecting you to spend that time obviously learning, and then by the end of that probation period, you should be someone that's obviously actively able to go out and obviously start making that company a lot of money. But typically what happens when you join like an online business or a network marketing business, you're kind of faced with the pressures of, okay, I need to learn some new skills, but I also need to start earning some money to obviously keep paying for me trying to do this business. So you've got to try and balance it out. And the best way to do that is really just to focus on one particular skill set, or focus on, one particular core element that's really going to help you capitalize on that earning power. And ultimately what you really want to do, as I said, is you want to sort of, if you can imagine these are different, maybe these are different training products or different sort of learning levels that you might sort of progress up over your career. And then obviously you've got your different sort of dollar amounts, obviously, that you want to hit, or, certain goals, certain monetary goals that you want to hit. Ultimately what you want to do is obviously, learn a little bit and then you earn some, learn a little bit more and then you earn some more. Learn, earn. So you're sort of taking this kind of stairway up. As I said, if you shoot too quickly, if you go too quick along the earning spectrum, if you just go straight up in the earning or the learning, what typically happens is you flatline, okay? And then you just crash straight back down, okay? So let me just try and make this a little bit clearer for you. So as I said, the best way to go about it is learn a particular skill set, learn a particular, marketing thing, whatever the case may be. Spend that time, learn it, then apply it so you can earn some money from doing so, okay? And obviously once you sort of start earning some money and you're getting, the hang of it and you're really progressing with that particular skill set, then it's time to go and learn something else, okay? And then you start earning a little bit because now you're applying 2 skill sets, okay? You're always keeping this first one, but you're now adding a second one. You earn a bit more, you go learn something else, earn a bit more, learn, earn, learn, earn. So that's ultimately what, if you can imagine your earning curve, that is ultimately what you want to go for. It's kind of that sort of stepping up sort of system, okay? And as I said, if you go too quickly in the learning, go too quickly in the earning, you'll spike up. You might learn a ton of knowledge, but you don't apply it. So therefore you get frustrated and you crash back down, okay? So let me just I'll change pens for that. So if you learn too much and try and learn everything all at once, typically, yes, you might learn a lot of new skills straight up, and your learning potential, your knowledge and your wisdom becomes great. But if you don't apply it, if you don't actually start seeing the results of what you've actually learned, you'll hit this sort of roof and you'll get sort of flatlined and you'll get discouraged because you're not really actually moving, this way across the earning spectrum. So typically, as I said, you crash back down, okay? You get frustrated, you quit, you give up, you go do something else, okay? And again, the opposite things happens if you earn too much, okay? So say you don't really sort of spend too much time learning anything, but you actually just go and start earning a great deal. Again, you get to this plateau where, okay, you might be making a lot of money, but you're going to get to a point where other people who are actually learning and earning are eventually going to overtake you, like I do in this instance here, because you can have as much money in the world, but if you're not consistently learning, knowing what the new skills are, knowing what the new systems are in your particular field, in your marketplace, your competition is going to come up and they're going to overtake you, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And same thing, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to go, okay, I've got to learn everything, and you're pretty much going to go back to the beginning and then try and work your way up again, okay? So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps you in, I guess, your learning versus earning curve. As I said, definitely spend the time to learn the new skill sets, but make sure that you're applying them, okay? And obviously by applying them, you get to find out what works and what doesn't work. And when you find something that works, run with that, okay? And when you start making and generating some money from that, obviously you take a portion of that earning, that profit that you're earning, put that back into your learning, and again, then start progressing again to the next level. And as I said, if you can think of your earning cycle as being a stairwell to where you want to be, then nothing's going to take you from the top there. So I hope that helps. I hope that's been beneficial to you. If you've liked what I've said, if you liked the information I provided, please leave a comment, get in touch with me. Happy to discuss and obviously hear your feedback on this topic. And as I said, share this around if you believe this can help someone else out. I look forward to speaking to you guys for video number 10, a bit of a milestone, only another 90 more to go in this 100-day challenge after tomorrow. So look forward to speaking to you guys in video number 10. All right, see you guys, bye.